What do you think, Wade? Texans, Ravens. Who you got?
Well, I hated on the Texans last week. Picked the Browns. Wasn't a good pick. Also picked the Cowboys. So what do I know? Uh, I don't know. I just feel like it's Lamar's year. I really wanted Pittsburgh to pull off the upset today so that we could see CJ Stroud go into Arrowhead against the
Mm-hmm.
Chiefs. I think they would have had a tremendous chance to win that game. I think they still could pull off the upset. These two teams did play in Baltimore earlier this year to start the year. Totally different scenario. Stroud's grown a lot as a
Yeah,
quarterback.
totally different team. It feels like on Houston's
hmm
side.
But I'm going to stick with Baltimore in this one. I think if there's any chaos, it might be on the AFC side. I mean, on the NFC side. I think San Francisco is good, but at times they've looked a little suspect as well. So that's what I'm going to go with for now. But I wouldn't be surprised to see Stroud do it. He looked really good.
I don't know if I want to shy away from the logo colors with the 49ers and the Ravens. I mean, that's the past couple of years they've predicted it based on the colors that are used in the logo. So as we all know, the NFL is scripted. I really want to pick the Texans, but I don't know if I can go against the logo. I mean, it's right there in front of our face. So I guess per that, it's got to be the Ravens, but I would love to see CJ Stroud and the boys go into Baltimore and get it done. Tyler, you going with Lamar?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Lamar, but I would not be shocked if this game's come down to the wire. I think that the Texans are strong on both sides of the ball, but like you mentioned, the logo it's been happening. And I'm hoping it keeps on going because the New Orleans. I saw a post on Twitter that the two teams would be the New Orleans Saints and the Baltimore Ravens. I would love that as a Saints fan. Well, it's going to happen. Probably not.
Got
But
to
in this
get rid
game,
of
I am
Brett
going to
Favre.
go with Baltimore. I think that the rest helps. This was a team that was banged up. The way that Zay Flowers, like you mentioned, they're getting Mark Andrews back. I just think that this defense is going to have an answer for CJ Stroud. I think that Lamar is going to show him why he's going to be the MVP winner. So give me the Ravens at home.
If you don't want to miss out on any of the latest sports news or content, this is a place for you. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Now let's get back to the video.
Do we think Josh Allen gets his revenge? I mean, tonight he played out of his mind. Josh Allen turns it on when he gets to the
He might win the
playoffs.
MVP too. We didn't really talk
He's
about
got
him,
100
but
yards. Let me. So Tua leads it in passing yards, but Josh Allen's two behind him. You got Tua, Jared Goff, Dak Prescott, and Josh Allen, and it's a 300-yard difference there. Allen's got 7 more touchdowns and 5 less interceptions. Allen, I think, leads the NFL in touchdowns. He does. He's got 36.
He had a ton of
Second,
picks too this year.
well, he's only got. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott's 36-9. Josh Allen's 29-18. Yeah, he threw a lot of interceptions. So forget what I just said about less interceptions than Tua. But he's getting it done on the ground game. That's what kind of really jump started their offense tonight. He had that 52-yard touchdown run where he just barreled through defenders. So I
it goes
think
a
I'm
long
thinking,
way in this weather, to have that
yeah,
weapon.
yeah, because Mahomes isn't doing it. I'm
Pacheco
giving the
looks like
edge to the
he's
Bills.
got snowshoes on when he runs in the
Yeah,
cold.
really. I'm giving the edge to the Bills, especially with it being at home. I mean, the cold weather, I don't think is going to play a factor into how either team performs because you saw what they did this weekend. But I think it's time for Josh Allen to finally get his revenge. We're going to get a Bills Ravens matchup for the semifinals. What do you think, Tyler?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Bills too. They really hit that rut in the middle of the season. They weren't looking good. They were 6-6, and then they really what are they now? Won their past 6 games. So they're one of the hottest teams in the league. The Chiefs, they're always tough. With Patrick Mahomes on the field, you're never going to shy away from it, especially in the playoffs. But I think it's time. Josh Allen has been so close, to the AFC Championship and, hasn't been to a Super Bowl yet. So Bills Mafia is going to come out. Maybe we see more snowballs thrown on the field. Who knows? But I am going to go with Bills Mafia to win this one in this revenge game. It's always a good one whenever the Chiefs and the Bills get together.
Yeah, I mean, it's always the last second. Well, I guess 2 years ago or last year it was a
Well,
little bit.
last year was Joe Burrow, I think. Was it the last year that Joe Burrow went into Buffalo and beat them?
Yes,
That's
he
right.
beat Buffalo in the divisional round 2 years ago. The game went to overtime, and Mahomes got the ball first.
Yep, by coin flip.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's not going to be the case since the NFL changed their playoff rules. How crazy would it be if it goes into the playoff or into overtime this time and it's Josh Allen gets it done? He gets his revenge. I mean, they're going to have a field day with that. But I think just the way that this Bills offense is playing, you see that the touchdown catch by Mr. Help me out here to put the game on ice.
Khalil Shakir.
Yeah, the two they couldn't tackle. I mean, it's just nitty gritty, hard nosed football. Josh Allen yabba dabba doos his way through the defense and gets into the end zone. Wade could call on that Josh Allen anytime touchdown bet. The only one that didn't hit so far has been Amon-Ra St. Brown. He let me down. But I'm going Bills. I like their chances. Wade, it seems like you're leaning towards them as well.
Not so fast. I'm going to go with Kansas City. We can't have 3 Bills picks. And look, it's Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. You mentioned Josh Allen being turnover prone. James Cook is turnover prone. It's going to be cold. I feel like the Bills are going to outplay the Chiefs, but Mahomes is going to clutch up, get him out of there with a 2-point victory. And I think Josh Allen makes a critical mistake down the stretch, him or Cook. So I'm going to go with Mahomes. It just kind of feels like we've been ragging on him. We know the talent's there. We know the talent's there with Kelsey. Just feels like they're going to click at some point, and somebody better knock them out or they're going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and the world is going to be set ablaze by Taylor Swift fans.
Because your color matchup could work with that too, right? Oh, wait, no, because there'd be no purple team on the other side. They could be the red team.
It'd be all red. Well, I guess, is there any? No, there's no purple. Yeah. The NFL would have a field day. Taylor Swift would be at the parade. Travis Kelce would probably propose to her, because I'm sure y'all saw the leak. Since we're all big Swifties here, of the TMZ report that they are planning to get engaged during the summer, and I was like, that's not something like you plan to do. Like it's a surprise. I don't know.
I feel like celebrities do though, because they have to coordinate their schedules and their seasons. It's like, all right, on June 23rd, we're gonna get engaged because you're not going to be in Milan.
I'm calling it now. Chiefs make the Super Bowl and win. Kelsey drops to a knee on the field after the game, and
he really might retire at the end of the year, though. That's something that people got to look out for.
He's getting up there in age. I mean, now he's got a lot more fame to deal with. Wants to travel the world with his new boo. I mean, you've got Jason also getting up there.
He might retire. He might retire today.
Yeah, it makes more sense for him. Speaking of Eagles, Bucks 13-3 in the second quarter. The Bucks are giving it to them. The winner of that game will be taking on the Lions. So let's make a quick prediction here. I think the Bucks are going to win, and the Lions will end up defeating them next week, and we'll have the Lions in the NFC Championship after winning their first playoff game in 56 years. Was that the number?
32.
32? Okay, I doubled it. But yeah, the Lions just feel like that team of destiny with Dan Campbell, Jared Goff. Nobody wanted him. Now Detroit loves him. They had Eminem leading the chant at the game. I mean, how does that not get you pumped up? It's way better than Jack Harlow on the field during the halftime show. So give me Bucks and Lions. Or I'm sorry, Bucks and Lions next week with the Lions taking them down. What do you think, Wade?
Yeah, I agree with you, and I feel much more confident picking the Lions in the second round because they got the jitters out the way. I think the Rams were probably a harder matchup than either one of these teams.
Yeah.
I'll take the Lions to win. I don't know how I want to go in the West Coast game, so let's hear Tyler's take on this one, and then it might get crazy.
I'm going to go with the Lions as well. First thing, though, Rams, cry me a freaking river about the holding call. Shut up. I don't want to hear it. I'm going to say thing. I'm going to say to you, you had your chances to win the game. So piss off. You go home. Go on your couch. I'm going to go with the Lions. I'm honestly rooting for Texans, Lions in the Super Bowl. That's what I really want. We'll see if it happens. The Texans have to take care of business in Baltimore. But I think that the Lions, they got their win. really all the pressure was on them. You know, it was at home at Ford Field in front of a sold out crowd. Matthew Stafford, his homecoming, Rams played well. Puka Nakua went bonkers. I mean, the man
crazy.
put up 180 receiving yards. I mean, he was definitely like the pick of the season. So yeah, that's pretty much going to be Cooper Kupp 2.0 there in Puka Nakua and that offense. But really liking the way that Jared Goff has been playing. So I think that they take down the Bucks and move on to the NFC Championship.
I would say CJ Stroud's probably going to edge out Puka for Rookie of the Year, huh? With
Probably so.
you know, of course, them winning. I mean, it's a hard one. If there's a wide receiver of the year award, that's got to go to Puka there, especially as a rookie. All right, so Wade, you hinted to it. The West Coast matchup, Packers at 49ers. I really want to pick the Packers just because I think it would be hilarious that everybody wrote them off after Aaron Rodgers leaves. Then you've got Jordan Love, just the destiny of quarterback right there. Give me the Packers. Why not? Let's get weird. Let's take the Packers to upset the 49ers next week.
All right.
I'm going to go with the Packers. I'm going to go with the Packers.
We got two Packers.
Like I said, there's going to be at least one number one seed that goes down. I think that the double bye or bye is going to definitely hurt whatever team comes to this. I'm going to go with the Packers. They absolutely took it to the Cowboys. I thought that this was going to be the year that they at least make it to the second round. Maybe they get lucky to the NFC Championship. No, they did not. But Jordan Love is playing well, and they got healthy. You know, Jair Alexander is back. And, you know, I think that this is definitely this is a team that's, like, woken up. Like, this was a team that started off the season pretty slow. Jordan Love was trying to figure it out with his offense, but they are not skipping a beat. I mean, every time that the Packers get into the playoffs, it feels like they go on a run, and I think that this is going to be the year that they do it, and they catch the 49ers sleeping and pull off the upset.
I like it. We got two Packers, Wade. Does that screw up your pick?
No, I'll take the chalk. I'll take Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers. I really could see the Packers winning this one too, guys. I think that, you know, the Packers being hot, even in the end of the regular season, plays a big role in this. Christian McCaffrey hasn't played in 2 or 3 weeks. So that could go one of two ways. I mean, he could be very well rested, or he could be rusty, or both. So I could see it happening, but I'll take the 49ers. Should the Packers win, I would feel really, really good about picking the Lions to get to the Super Bowl.
That would be awesome. A nice little Packers-Lions, like, Thanksgiving vibe for a Super Bowl berth. That'd be pretty cool to see.